Good morning, students. I welcome you all to the online teaching session of Academic World School, Bemetra. Today we are going to learn negative and interrogative sentences. In the previous lecture, we learned about tenses in which we covered mostly affirmative sentences. But many times we have to use negative also, we have to make interrogative also. Why we are learning? Because sometimes students get confused where to add not to make the sentence negative, and many times they think that they have formed correct question, but there is little error in question. That is not question at all. So I will teach you today how to make sentences negative as well as how to make sentences interrogative. So let's begin. Basic rule of making sentence negative you know very well, right? For example, what negative sentences are? Negative sentences are those sentences which contain in it negative words. Now, which are those negative words? Like no, never, none, neither, nobody, nothing, and not. In 99% cases, we are using not to make sentence negative, right? Not. But many students get confused exactly where to add not. In simple sentences, it's okay. You can make it. For example, if the sentence is there, she is coming today. Just imagine there is no not here. She is coming today. So simply, how to make it negative? Put not. Right? She is not coming today. Second sentence, they are flying to Australia. And if I have to make the sentence negative, I will simply add not. Right? They are not flying to Australia. So where have I added not here in both the sentences? In the first sentence after is. Right? And in second sentence after not, I added. Right? So the rule says not cannot be added without helping verb. It means if there is no helping verb in your sentence, then you cannot make the sentence negative. So you need to find out exact helping verb. If your sentence doesn't have any helping verb, you have to find out. We will see that through the next example. Now let's see next example. For example, he irritates me. He irritates me. Now how to make negative? That is the question, right? Because I said we have to add not here only after helping verb, but there is no helping verb here at all. In that case, some students face problem. Simply they make the sentence like he did not irritate me. Why did not? So I am telling you the rule for that one. First of all, you have to find out the verb, right? In that case, if you do not have helping verb, find out the main verb of the sentence. Then find out the form of the verb, whether it is in first form or second form. Now, S or ES has been added, and we add S or ES only in present form. So, here it is the V1 plus S or ES has been added. So, the rule says whenever verb will be in its first form with S or ES, the helping verb which we use is does. What we use? Does. Now you have got helping verb. Now it is very easy for you to make sentence negative. Simply what the answer will be of this question now? He answer negative while making sentence. He does not. He does not. And now the first form of the verb. Already S or ES has been used over here in does. So no need to use S or ES again. First form of the verb you will use irritate. Irritate me. Means he does not irritate me. You simply made your sentence negative without any mistake. Right? But one more rule you have to remember here. Whenever you will use does, do or did. Do, does or did. In that case, you have to use only first form of the verb, and that too without S or ES. You will remove them. We took already does accordingly. So now we don't have to use s or es here. Now let's see another example. Right? I write here another example here. For example, they participated in competition. Now, what is the verb in this sentence? Is there any helping verb? They is the subject. Participated is the verb form. Isn't it? We do not have any object. I will tell you how to find the object also. So they participated. It is the second form of the verb used here. Is it because ed tells that second form of the verb is used. So in that case, whenever there will be second form of the verb used, what we do generally, we use helping verb as did for the second form of the verb. So what answer would be there now for making the sentence negative? They did not. Then first form of the verb as usual. Here I will write participate. They did not participate. Will I write now participated? Definitely not. I have removed ed because the rule says after do, does, did we use only and only first form of the verb. That's it. So here the sentence becomes they did not participate in competition. Right? This is the way of making sentence negative. Now, let me tell you one more example where students get baffled. Right? Where students get baffled, they get confused exactly how to do with this sentence. I will revise you all the rules at the end. Okay, now let's see. Farmers cultivate land. Right? They are cultivating farms or lands. So here with the subject farmers, plural subject, and what is the verb here? Cultivate. Which form of the verb? First form of the verb. Is there s or es? No s or es. Right? So in that case we use do as the helping verb. Do and does for present tense and did for past tense. But without s or es, then do. If s or es is there, then we will take does. So the answer will be here farmers, then do not cultivate lands. The meaning is going contrary, but for the sake of understanding we are taking the example, right? Like here we have taken the first form of the verb. There is no s or es at all, and then do not as the helping verb. Generally students do, they take simply sometimes is not, sometimes are not, like that, right? So now let's see next example. Next example will be sometime in passive voice. For example, it is being done. It is being done in this sentence. Sometimes students are adding not after being, but that is wrong. You have to find the first helping verb here. So simply you will add here not, and your answer will be it is not being done. It is not being done, right? After the first helping verb only. Now what about future tense? In future tense we will have two helping verbs. For example, have also, has also. Let's see one example. For example, they will have edited that file. They will have edited that file. Now we have will also and have also. Two helping verbs are there, right? But let me tell you one thing that we learn in future tense, that we cannot make any future tense without using will or shall, right? So all not, wherever you have to use not in future tense, you don't have to use after have. You have to use simply after will only, only after will. So the answer will be, while making the sentence negative, they will not have edited that file. They will not have edited that file. But on the contrary, if the sentence is in present perfect, then what? Like, let me write the same sentences. They have edited that file. Same sentence in present perfect. Now present means there is no will, no shall. What to do in this case? We have helping verb here, have, in perfect tense. Have, has or had we have. In that case we will use not here. So the answer will be simply, they have not edited that file. They have not edited that file. But in the previous sentence we did not use not after have. Why? Because we already had will as the main helping verb here. Okay, main means what? That is the initial. Whenever two helping verbs will come, you will use the first helping verb to make the sentence negative, right? So let's see in short what does it exactly means. I means not cannot be added without helping verb, right? So helping verb must be there, and there may be helping verbs sometimes. For example, there may be is, there may be are, there may be am, there may be was, there may be were, there may be, for example, have, there may be has, there may be had, or is there anything? There may be do, there may be does, there may be did. Generally we find it in the first form of the verb do and does, in first form of the verb, and did in the second form of the verb. It is not given there, but we have to. Then we have to add not after these words, like, and we can write contraction also. Contraction means just joining two words, is and not, when we make it. For example, we can make here isn't, right? Isn't, it is the short form n apostrophe t. Here we make like it, for example, r apostrophe t. Generally m plus not we do not use contraction form, and rarely it is used, but in case if it has to be used, then that becomes aren't again. What I said, m plus not, generally we do not use any contraction, but in case if you have to use rarely, then it becomes not amn't, it becomes aren't. Okay, then what plus not, it becomes wasn't, was, then n, then apostrophe t. Remember, so you'll never forget. Were plus not, were, were, apostrophe n apostrophe t. Then have plus not, have, then n, then apostrophe t, haven't. Has plus not, has, and sorry, here not, right? So is equal to will be there. Has, n apostrophe t, hasn't. Had plus not, hadn't, hadn't. Then here do plus not will be don't. Here does plus not, here it will be doesn't, DOES and apostrophe t, and here did plus not will be didn't, right? These are the contraction forms which you can use there in examination, but when you are writing formal letter writing or any official document, try to avoid using the contractions, because it is officially not allowed to use. It doesn't give the good sense, it doesn't give the good look to your writing, and therefore try to avoid using the contraction. While speaking, it gives you impression, the kind of impression you get, right, when you use such kind of contractions. Okay, now so you learn here how to make the sentences negative. There is one more tense which we call the tense of to have. Tense of to have. To have means after to have generally we will not use any main verb. You are using the tense for showing your possession, what I have, ownership, right? Let me write example here. For example, she has 3 pens. She has 3 pens, for example. Now if I have to make the sentence negative, is there any verb after has? Main verb? No main verb at all, right? Only we are showing her possessions. In that case, you cannot put not, right? That will be wrong. You cannot put not. So what we do? You will simply put no. So the answer will be she has no 3 pens. Or if you think it is looking little strange, in that case you can make simply like she doesn't have. It is for the present day. She doesn't have. We will not make has then 3 pens. Okay. For example, he has. Next example, he has a book. Then here we can say he has no book. He has no book. Can we say he has not book? No, that is absolutely wrong. So this way you can make any sentence into negative. The difficulty generally mostly the student face is with the do, does and did. With do, does and did. In do, does and did, just remember, never forget, if you will find the first form of the verb with s or es, then what will you use? For helping verb, you will use does. If you find the same first form of the verb but with no s or es, in that case you will use do as the helping verb, and whenever you will find the second form of the verb, right? So there is in the second form there is no s or es. In that case you will take the helping verb as did, right? Just practice multiple examples with the negative sentences. You will be able to do that one. Now let's come to the second part of the sentence, and that says interrogative sentences. Now interrogative sentences means question. I already told you that students hesitate to ask questions in examination. Why? Because they are not very confident about the question they have constructed. There is one or another mistake. They think whether the question is right or not. Okay, let me write one example here and you tell me whether the question is right or wrong. Okay, why you called me? Why you called me? Is it right question? No, it's not right question. Because let me tell you the basic rule of making question. There are 2 types of questions. First of all, interrogative sentences. It is wrong sentence actually. 2 types of questions are there. Interrogative, let me write. Interrogative. Okay, 2 types of questions. Which are those 2 types of questions? The first one is yes, verbal type question. Verbal type. And second one is WH type of questions are there. WH type questions. In verbal type of questions, generally we get answer in yes or no. We get answer in yes or no, and therefore it is called as verbal type of question. For example, did you complete your homework? Yes or no, you can say. Okay, is she taller than you? Yes or no. Is your name Ramesh? Yes or no. So all the questions which we can answer in yes or no are called verbal type of questions, and verbal type of questions generally begins with helping verbs. Now all the helping verbs which I had written is, am, are, right? It may be was, were. It may be have, has, had. It begins generally with all these words only, right? Do, does, did. For example, do, does, or did. Or there are so many models. For example, can, could, anything, anything. Likely all models. So these are all the helping verbs. Generally, yes or no type questions begins with yes or generally makes the verbal type of questions. If we begin the sentence with this one, okay, and WH type questions, it may be all WH words: what, when, where, why. It may be which, etc. How. These all words generally comes because when I ask questions with these words, what are you doing? Can you say yes or no? Where are you going? Can you say yes or no? No. You have to exactly name me the place. Okay, when did you wake up? In the morning today. So you have to answer me the time exactly, right? So you cannot say simply yes or no, and therefore these questions are called WH type questions. Now let's understand the formula for verbal type of questions first, right? How to make verbal type of questions, and you will immediately understand how to make WH type of questions. You will never make mistakes in your life, right? The first thing about interrogative sentence is there that question interrogative sentences or the question always begins with helping verb. You cannot put subject in the beginning. Okay, so the first rule we can write here: interrogative sentences begin with helping verb. Or let me write here helping verb completely. Helping verb, right? Begins with helping verb. In verbal type questions we are talking about, right? Or WH word in WH type of questions. WH type of questions. If we are making WH type of questions, then WH word it will begin with. If we are making verbal type of question, then it will begin with the helping verb. Now let's, so what the formula will be there? Helping verb. For formula for the interrogative sentences, right? Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. The formula will be likely helping verb. I write in short H plus V. And what is the common structure of sentence? Common structure, that is the subject plus verb plus object. Even if you put the construction in the simpler way, subject plus verb plus object, you have formed your verbal type of questions. Let me write here verbal. It is for the verbal type of questions. Verbal type of questions, the formula will be simply helping verb you have to take. Which helping verb now? Is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had, isn't it? Do, does, did, can, would, may, might, whatever helping verbs you get. Then will be the subject, then will be the verb, and then will be the object, right? Now let's write example here. Example, where, sorry, not, we are making verbal type of question. Okay, is he going to market? Is he going to market? Is it right question? Yes, it is absolutely right question. Why? Because we are following the formula. Helping verb, is the helping verb. Then he is the subject, right? Subject of the sentence, and going is the verb, right? There is no object in this sentence. To market. Generally, when we ask the question with what to the verb, then we get exactly the object. It is the part of the predicate. Okay, he is going what? no answer, right? So there is no object. While making the passive voice, do not try to convert such kind of sentences into the verb, right? Now let me write one assertive sentence so that we will make it into interrogative. Okay, for example, the sentence is my friend is drafting a notice. My friend is drafting a notice. Now you have to ask the question to your friend, right? So first of all, let's try to convert it into interrogative sentence. The formula says, first of all, we need helping verb. So how the question will be there? Is my friend drafting a notice? Right? How it will be? Is my friend drafting a notice? Is my friend drafting a notice? Question. Is there any problem here? What we did we simply brought helping verb at the first place and then subject. Means it went here, right? And this one came here. Your question is formed, but it is when you have helping verb. Now let's see the example. If you do not have any helping verb, then what will you do? Right? So see that one where there is no helping verb. Example, he deleted that file. Does it have any object? He deleted what? Ask the question with what? That file. Yes, it has object. We can make it in passive voice like that. Okay. So how will you make now question? As I said, what is the helping verb which is hidden here? Second form of the verb. It means we have to use did, right? So begin your question with did. Did, what is the subject of the sentence? He. Then first form of the verb, delete that file. Did he delete that file? We are asking the question now, right? Did he delete that file? Right? There was no helping verb here, but for making question I need helping verb. So I have to find it somewhere, and I told you in simple present tense and in simple past tense you will not get it. So for making the sentence negative also, and even for making it interrogative also, you have to find it out and you will bring it ahead. Okay. Now let's take another example. For example, Sheetal edits edits all the files. Sheetal edits all the files. Now Sheetal edits what? All the files. So that is the object we have. For understanding I am telling you only. Now which form of the verb? First form. Right? Is there any s or es to the verb? Yes, definitely we have s here. It means it is present tense. It also means that we have to take only do or does as the helping verb. Do or does only. So what will you take? Do or does? Only does, because there is s. So my answer, what framing the question, will begin with does. Now what is the subject of your sentence? It is Sheetal. Does Sheetal. Now I will remove s or es, right? And the first form of the verb, edit, only edit. Does Sheetal edit all the files? Does Sheetal edit all the files? Right? Now my question is absolutely correct. Let's take one simple example now. With the modal auxiliary. Okay, he can do it. If you have to frame question here, what is the simple method? We already have helping verb here. Can is the helping verb and do is the helping verb, and do is the main verb. I need helping verb in the beginning, so I will just change the position of can. I will bring ahead, and he will go at the second place. So the answer will be here. Can he do it? Question mark. Can he do it? In any helping verb, if you bring it at the first place, you will get verbal type of question. Now the question comes, sir, it is all about the verbal type of question. Simply interchange of the helping verb with the subject and subject with the helping verb. So what about the bridge type of question? How to frame it? That is very simple. If you have learned how to make verbal type of question, simply which words I told you that they are, let's convert the same. What, where, when, which, etc. Now with this question, did he delete that file? I want to ask when, but when? Did he delete? But when? So in that case, what will I simply do? I will put the word when here in the beginning. That's it. My question is ready. Now no mistake, right? So when I say WH type of question, WH type of questions, then the formula becomes simply I will use WH word and the same formula of interrogative sentences. Likely, then helping verb I need, it is the formula of interrogative, right? Beginning from here. Then subject, then verb, and then object, and then finally we put question mark. See, it is the same formula as verbal type of question. Only additional thing I have done is adding the WH word. So the same question will be likely when did he delete that file? When did he delete that file? Now the question is absolutely correct. No need to think. You have to process in mind what? First of all, is there WH word? Yes. Then is there helping verb? Yes. Then is there construction in subject, verb and object? Construction, yes, subject, then verb, and then that file is the object. Exactly, the question is right. Now, I want to, instead of when, I have to ask where. In that case, what will do? This word when will be replaced with where, and see remaining question remains the same. Where did he delete that file? Where did he delete that file? Where did he delete that file? Again, the question is right and question is correct. Simply the same question, but I put another word where. Did he delete is the same. If I ask you why, see, simply I added the word why here. Remaining question again is same. Why did he delete? Why did he delete that file? Right? Again the question is same. Right? So whenever you have to make any question, keep in your mind the simple formula. Likely how to construct question. First of all, there should be WH word in WH type question. Then there should be the helping verb commonly everywhere. It may be did, it may be do, it may be does. Then there should be subject, then there should be verb, and there should be object. Most important here, whenever you are using do, does, or did. Do, does, or did. In that case, always use the first form of the verb. Do, does, and did. Always uses the first form of the verb. There, if you keep the same form, second form, for example, then your answer will be incorrect. Right? So, these are the interrogative questions. If you want to make the question in negative form, the question also can be negative sometime. Right? So we need to put not in the question. So where to put? That is the question. Sir, where to put not in question? Negative questions also can be framed. For example, let me write the same example here. Did he delete that file? Did he delete that file? I want to ask, didn't he delete? So where will I put not? Not. For not I need a helping verb, right? So helping verb is already there. So simply I will put not here. So the question will be here. Interrogative come negative means negative sort of questions. So here I can make here. Didn't he delete? Same. Everything will be same. Didn't he delete that file? This is the one way. Where did I add not? After did in the beginning only. Then second way is I can even add that not after subject also. Helping verb is necessary and that is in the beginning. So here I can write another way also. Did he not? See, after subject I add here not, added not. Did he not delete that file? Did he not delete that file? Right? Did he not delete that file or didn't he delete that file? Construction is still same. And if I want to convert this sentence also in negative, in that case again I will put that WH type of word here. Why didn't he delete that file? Why didn't he delete that file? Where we cannot make with the where here, isn't it? So whichever word will be suitable in WH type word, so that we will put and accordingly we will make the question, right? So I hope you understood here today how to make the sentences negative as well as interrogative. So let's summarize what we learned today in negative sentences. In negative sentences we first learn that we have to put not to make the sentence negative, and not we cannot put without helping verb. There are different helping verbs, just find them and use not. In case if there is no helping verb, like in simple present tense, first form of the verb, if the verb is having s or es, take does. If it doesn't have s or es, take do. And if the verb is in second form, simply use did to make the sentence negative. Then we learn in future tense when there will be two helping verbs, will also and have also. Just you have to put not after will only, the first helping verb. Do not get confused there. Then we learn how to make interrogative question, means interrogative sentences means questions. Two type of questions we learn, verbal type of question and WH type of question. For verbal type of question, yes or no type of question, that we call it as, it begins always with helping verb followed by subject and then verb and then object. And in WH type of question also we learn the same, likely take WH word, then helping verb, then subject, verb and then finally object will be there, right? So assignments regarding the same have been uploaded on the ERP. Please download it, complete it, take the screenshot and again send it back for checking, right? Thank you.